Oh, if you want to, like, I have these. I don't know. You can't see all of my costume. But yeah, I have the hat. I have these. I have these earrings, which are like Mad Hatter earrings. And you can kind of see that it's like green. It's green on there. And then, I don't know. I can't, my setup's weird, so I can't show my whole costume. Because my setup, like, I can't get out, and if I try to go stand behind the couch, it will phase out, and it will blur, and it won't show, because I already tried. So, I don't know how else to show my costume. Wait, I can do, hold on. I can do this, and then I will, well, let me set WoW at first. Let me do that first. Yeah, you can't even tell that I'm wearing a dress, so hang on and I'll try to get to where you can see it and see what it is. Because then you can see what green I'm talking about. Okay, hang on. Oh, thanks! Ainashi. Ain for short. Appreciate the follow. Oh, I finally fixed my, transmog. Because it looked like shit for so long. And now I fixed my transmog. Check out my paladin. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll get this started. And then what I will do is I will do... Let's see. Well, fuck. I gotta wait for this to load. Because it's being lame. And then I have never done this before, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but there is an option in OBS to do like the bigger camera. So I'm gonna do like the bigger camera, and then I'll try to like stand up so you can see my dress, and try not to like fall off the couch when I'm doing it. So if I fall off the couch, man. Oh, my paladin, dude, I love that transmog. I've used it before, I just didn't have the sword with me. Okay. So, okay, hi. Can you see me better now? Like, you can see I have like green on my eyes and stuff. Okay, so this is my dress. Let's see if I can get up here and stand up and not fall off. Because I have this stuff, and then I have like these little stockings. Ta-da! Oh, look at that balance. Look at that balance, standing on one foot on my couch. But yeah, that's my dress. Yeah. I didn't fall off the couch. Okay. So, now that you know, that's my costume. Yeah, I don't have shoes on. That's why I was able to stand on one foot and not fall. See, I just did it again. I went to go push my glasses up and they're not there. I fail at life. What am I doing here? Destroying portals. Ido Portal. Do you guys know that guy? Ido Portal. Every time I see like portals, I think of him. Because his name is Portal. Do I need to kill these guys? See, I'm scatterbrained. This whole like sleep not working right and me trying to come off coffee and stuff, my brain's like, normally I have really good focus and I have like, I map things out and it's like Tetris, things just kind of fall into place and I have everything mapped and nice and neat and orderly and logical, and my sleep gets all fucked up and then I start taking my caffeine away and all of a sudden it's like chaos and my brain's like pew 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 and it's doing all this crazy shit and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Story of my life. My grandmother was a grammar Nazi because she taught a long time ago. You know, she was born in like 1927, you know? So she's old school, my granny. And she was always like correcting my grammar, telling me like stop dropping the G's off my ing and stuff and tell me stop talking slang. But you know what? One of the things you learn when you start studying like communication and like specifically grammar and context of communication, it depends on who you're talking to and what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I'm going to talk differently in an interview than I am on a stream. You know? So dropping G's and using like different stuff in like this kind of atmosphere is perfectly acceptable. I think. I believe. And actually, for communication purpose, if you would like some ammunition against a grammar Nazi, if somebody corrects you and it's in like a situation like this, you can tell them that actually you're better off using the slang terminology, because when you speak like academic English, or when you use like higher level, communication styles like SAT words, more complex words, and you speak exactly prim and proper, you actually create distance from your audience. So if your aim is to create like a atmosphere of camaraderie or friendship or be buddies with somebody, you don't want to alienate them with your language, which can happen. I have many stories of it actually happening to me. So yeah, it definitely depends on the context, and that's a good excuse for violating grammar rules. Well, I mean, for instance, like when I bartended, I think I've told this story before, but when I bartended, people thought I was like really stuck up when I first started at the job, and people thought I was stuck up and that I was no fun. And it was because I was speaking academic English. It's because I had just gotten out of class, and I would go straight to work from class, from being in like a critical theory class. And then I'm using like 3-syllable words that are not common, and proper diction and all this stuff. And, not cursing or anything. And these are all like 40, 50-year-old oil rig workers that drink beer every day when they get off the job. And so it was alienating to them. And it took me like a couple weeks, and I got to where I would start, dropping an F-bomb here or there, slurring my words a little bit, getting a little bit of a southern twang, just those little minor things. I didn't change anything that I did. I wasn't changing the way I treated people or anything like that. I just changed the way I spoke just a little bit. And all of a sudden, like literally out of nowhere, everybody was like, oh, that new bartender is so cool. She's so laid back. We love her. I'm so glad you hired her. That's what started happening. All based on like language usage. All based on language usage. Oh yeah, and the kids out of college, like the ones that come out, I was bitching about that the other day. This is why I decided not to be a college professor, because that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to be a college literature professor. But I did a bunch of research into it. It turns out it's so corporatized now that, like, especially like state-funded schools, like Corpus Christi, my school is one of them, they will pass people through very leniently. Like, basically, it's like paper mills. You can get a degree and not really know what the fuck you went to school for. And it's a shame, because the more people they pass through, the more money the state will give them. The state actually, splits up the money, and even the university, because the university gets the money from the state. The university then doles out the money to the different departments. So for like the English department, which I was in, the more people they have in their program, the more money they get in their department. And the more people they're passing through, the more money they get to that department. So this led to me being in like a junior level grammar course with people that were education majors, a semester away from graduating, getting ready to go teach other people's kids, and they're struggling with 2nd grade grammar. Like, we're reviewing a worksheet. At the bottom it says grade 2 Macmillan, and these silly bitches can't even do it. And I'm just like, how did you even get into college? Like, I still don't understand this. It irritates me. I'm just like, what? Why is this happening? But it's because it's all corporatized. That's why you get people out of school have no idea what they're doing. None. Impossible. Listen to this guy's voice. It's so creepy. I'm gonna stop that. That's not doing anybody any good. So I'm just gonna shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. Oh, Gornock. You didn't see. You missed it. I had to stand up on the couch to show Ray my dress, but I have like an old Victorian type dress on, and I got these little gloves and stuff. It's my Halloween costume. So, yeah. I love Halloween. I have makeup on too. Dude, I stabbed myself in the eye putting this shit on. Like, I don't, because I don't do like stuff. Like, I don't do stuff on my face. The most makeup I usually do is like, I'll put like a little bit of mascara on sometimes if I want to do something, and I'll put like lip gloss and stuff on. I don't put anything on my skin. And today I put all this crap on my eyelids, and I used the pencil to like line my eyes, and I literally stabbed myself in the eye with a pencil. Like, oh my god, it was painful. And then I like stabbed myself in the eye with my fingernail trying to like get some of the stuff out. Like, how do girls do this? I don't know. I don't know how people do this every day. I don't know. One of the main reasons I like to play my monk is because look at her. Dude, that's such a cool trademark. I don't see anybody wear this. And I may be wrong, but I mean, it's not super flashy or anything, but it's cool. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so cute. I'm so cute. Fire to cute. This is my favorite skill as a Healy monk. I like that because it's like pew, pew, pew. Just like that. It's cool. It's cool. Dr. Mech 34. Well, aren't you a nice person? Well then. On Halloween too? Like, you can't think of like something like Halloween related? Can you come up with something like funny and Halloween-y themed? Maybe? I mean, my chat's dead and all. I was hoping I'd get something funny. I'm disappointed. You know, between the tears that are welling up in my eyes over my disappointment and my newly experienced contacts, I just don't even know what to do. I feel like I'm about to cry. I feel a tear coming on. It's coming. It's coming, guys. What do you think about it? Do you have a gag reflex? Because I got some equipment back here. You know, we can test some things. I mean, you can be doing the deep throating. We can run some tests. We can figure out how low can you go. You know. LOL ATP. I'm not even gonna bother like banning him because he doesn't seem talented enough to really come up with anything interesting. So I'm just gonna let him sit there. I don't mind trolls. I really don't. They don't get to me. It's like, I honestly, really good trolls that come up with like really good things, I learn from them. Like that's, like I steal my material from those trolls, but this guy has nothing, so. You're a doctor. Lol, this guy. My brother is too. He doesn't know how to do that though. At least I don't think he does. Hey, get off this thing. Maybe you should cut out your own. You know? Are you allowed to operate on yourself? See, I don't know if it's like... I mean, I guess you could operate on yourself. It might... I don't think there's actually like a law against it. It's just dangerous, probably. That guy must be really, really smart. This guy. A doctor that can cut out gag reflexes. Oh, what a smarty pants. Yeah, dude. I'd love to fucking like... I'd love to try some things with the broom handle with you. I can get a little kinky, you know? Try that. As long as it's understood that you're doing the deep throating. As long as we all know who wears the pants in this relationship, because it ain't you, buddy. It's gonna be me. As long as we understand that, I think we'll get along just fine. Are you married? Are you? Getting all personal with the questions. We haven't even had a first date, bro. I'll find out if I'm married until we're on date number 3 and you've already taken my long, hard broomstick. Get it? I'm kidding. I'm being completely facetious. Hey, not everybody means to be creepy. Sometimes they're just misunderstood. You know? Sorry, guys. I got this. I'm gonna die. Oh, shit. I'm really gonna die because fucking silence. Fuck my life. I got you, rogue. Why are you fucking... God damn, you just fucking ate shit. You are not a tank.
I need to get closer.
And our tank is where? Why'd you guys pull without a tank? Dummies. Oh, my group's pulling without me. I got him though. They're good. I got this.
I need to get closer.
Except for the rogue. I can't target him. He's too far away at the moment. I got him though. I got you. I got you, fam. This guy just thanked me for healing him. He said thank you. Dude, it's my job. Oh, and contrary to popular belief, doctor, not every girl is flattered by the fact that you want to, like... What did you say? Because you can't keep it on? Like, not every girl is flattered by that. It's not... I don't think it's very flattering. It may just be me. Maybe a lot of girls are. I don't know. Girls I hang out with aren't. But most of the girls I hang out with have brains. Oh shit. This guy's queuing in. Alright, buddy. I will do that. I will queue with you. We can queue together and be buddies and kill things. Cover my eyes. Dude, I'm already almost blind anyway. All I gotta do is pop my contacts out and I can't see shit. Like hairy women, especially on armpits. You would like Europe then. I went to Italy once, and yeah, I didn't realize, like I started shaving my armpits pretty early, and then I found out, because I know you all wanted to know that, so, but yeah, I found out that it was a cultural thing, and that a lot of people in Europe don't do that. And I was like, that's weird. And they're like, no, you're weird. And I'm like, how am I weird? And they're like, you shave your armpits. That's fucking weird. And I'm like, oh, perspective. See, this would happen. You see, guys, this is why I don't wear makeup. This is why I don't. Because it's like, the day that I wear makeup, I get this kind of crap in my channel. It's because of the makeup. It's gotta be. It's gotta be the makeup, right? I blame the makeup. Makeup is the devil. How old am I? I am ancient. I am beyond the ages. I am eternal. Sorry.
I do not have a target.
I'm gonna keep blaming the lack of caffeine. I feel like because I have to suffer through this detox that I can use that as the scapegoat for all of my weirdness. Yeah, it was only for like a split second. Just enough so you could see like what the skirt looks like. It's nothing special. It's not like I'm striking sexy poses or anything like that. Yeah, no sexy poses. I don't do that. Dude, this is as sexy as it gets. Suck it up, because this is all you're getting. I don't do sexy. I'm too like... I don't like doing sexy. It's weird. It's just like, I don't know, like every time, you know, you see those girls like trying to be sexy, to me it looks so fucking awkward and weird, and I don't ever want to look like that, so I'm just like, I ain't even trying that shit. See, like some actresses and stuff can pull it off, but you know what, the thing about actresses and their sexiness that they do, like in front of cameras and stuff, dude, for real, they spend hours in front of mirrors, like practicing that shit, like making sure that they're not making like weird facial expressions and stuff. Dude, I've caught myself in like store windows and stuff with the expressions that my face makes. My face is fucking weird. I know it's fucking weird. I don't care that it's fucking weird. It's gonna be weird for the rest of my life, and y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. Because I have to deal with it. So I'm not gonna sit in front of a mirror and practice like how to be sexy, because it's so lame. Like, it's so lame. I'm not doing it. I'll just be fucking dorky. I don't care. I don't even care. Don't worry, Rogue. I will try to save you. And get stunned for it, and now everybody's gonna die. Oh, fuck. Get wrecked. Kill all the things. MVP in this poll. That was the MVP. That was me. Because the tank wasn't. Definitely wasn't the tank. What do I read? Actually, currently I'm reading, have you ever heard of King Killer Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss? I've already read them, or I've already read the 2 that are out before. The 3rd one's not out yet. It's supposed to be out. But, I'm reading the 2nd one for like the 2nd time now. It's really good if you like fantasy fiction. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of like other stuff. I'm getting pissed at him because I really want that 3rd book. And he keeps writing like these short stories and taking all these freaking side projects. And I'm like, man, Rothfuss, get your shit together. Give me that 3rd book. It's been years. Yeah, reading's good for you. And fiction in particular has benefits that regular reading does not. Hey, where'd my doctors go? My troll doctors. Where'd they go? They left? They didn't like my answers to their questions? I thought I gave good answers. Did I pass the test? Lols. Trolls had flavor. They do. Sometimes it just changes the channel a little bit, livens it up. I mean, not to encourage trolls, because I know, some people do go in and they hurt people's feelings, and, some people do take that shit seriously and get their feelings hurt, and, I'm not one of them, but I'm not the person that's going to sit there and say, oh, we'll develop a thick skin and get over it, because I don't feel that should be the case. I don't feel like you should have to develop a thick skin and get over it. I feel like you shouldn't have to deal with it. I have a thick skin, so I get over it. But I think there's something to be lost when you develop a thick skin too. There's a certain naivety that's lost. So I definitely don't want to encourage it at all. But I don't see it as all negative either. Like, I don't know, I just, some of the things that happen when trolls come in my channel end up being funny and interesting, so like I can't condemn it 100%. But I definitely don't support it. I'm not supporting trolls. Dude, I don't even care. 0 fucks given. Dude, when I'm like 70, I'm going trick-or-treating if I can. Doing it. Don't even care. 0 fucks. Dude, I'm much older than 16 or 17 and I still trick-or-treat. Most people don't care. I mean, sometimes you'll get people that are like, aren't you a little big to be coming getting candy? And it's like, I mean, what are they really going to say? What if I tell them, well, hey, my brother's at home with a broken leg and he can't trick-or-treat for himself, so I'm getting candy for him. You can deny my brother with a broken leg his candy? Put the candy in a bag. No, I wouldn't do that. But you don't know. That could be the case. So I ended up getting in a conversation with it was like an old guy or whatever. I ended up talking to him for like a hot minute. We're just talking about like the kids coming and how Halloween's cool and whatever. It was cool. And then another good thing about adult trick-or-treating is I came up on this one set of people, and they're all drinking alcohol, and they're just like offering me alcohol. I was like, okay. No, I didn't drink it, but they were just like drunk and offering it to me, and they're super friendly. They wouldn't have done that to a kid. I hope they wouldn't have done that to a kid. But you see some interesting stuff. Having trick-or-treated as a kid, it never occurred to me that the adults were intoxicated when they were giving me candy. Now I know. Sometimes it happens. Oh yeah, like and I have an English degree too. They have people that don't even have English or education degrees teaching over there. It's like, dude, I actually started out teaching. I taught my brother. I have several brothers, but one of them is like 4 years younger than me, and so when I was like 7, I taught my brother how to write his own name, and I taught him the alphabet. So he knew the alphabet and how to write his own name before he even went into kindergarten. And then another thing that happens to me all the time in all my classes, like I shit you not, like I end up teaching people, even when I went back for computer programming and I took a calculus class, I had not taken like pre-calculus or anything in 10 years, like over 10 years. Like the last, I was an English major. The last math class I took was like pre-calculus in high school. You know what I mean? Like, and these people had taken the pre-calculus, some of these people had taken the pre-calculus class like the semester before we took the calculus class. And I would be in the math lab with these people, and I taught myself off YouTube because the teacher was horrible. I would look up videos on YouTube on how to, do stuff, like limits and whatever. And I ended up teaching a lot of the kids in my freaking calculus class. We would all meet in the math lab or whatever to work on stuff, and I would end up like explaining it to everybody. And I've always found myself in that position, like in a lot of classes that I'm in. Like once I understand something, like I'm the one bridging the gap between the academic language that the teacher uses and layman's terms that is easier for people to digest. It's usually how it is. And I always get people in classes and stuff. Like I remember when I was taking critical theory, people were saying like, I'm really glad you said what you said in class because I didn't know what the teacher was talking about until you said that. And I do that a lot of times. It's like I didn't say that because I was trying to prove I knew something. I was saying that because I saw the communication gap happening between teachers and students, and I said it for clarification. So I think I'm just naturally a teacher, so I think this is a good thing for me. I want to learn Korean. Part of me wants to learn it just because people say it's so hard. I've heard for English speakers, like Korean is like one of the top 3 hardest languages you can learn because of the difference. And languages are harder for speakers of different languages depending on which language they speak. Like Korean wouldn't be as hard to learn for like somebody that speaks Japanese or somebody that speaks Chinese or somebody that speaks Russian even, but for an English speaker in particular it's hard. And so I'm just one of those people where it's like somebody says, oh well it's really hard, you might not want to do that. I'm just like, I'm doing it. It's like I'm gonna prove a point and I'm gonna learn this language and I'm gonna master it and I'm gonna be like like I don't know why I'm like that, but I do that. I don't know if it's bad or good. I guess it's bad in some situations and good in others. Yeah, it's way different than English for sure. Well, also another big thing too is like the way that they speak is different. The way they communicate ideas is different because their culture is so different. Like we have a highly individualistic culture in the West. West meaning like Western Europe, the US, like Canada. We're very much focused on like individuality and promotion of the individual, these types of things. Whereas like a lot of Asian cultures are collectivistic. They're focused on like the group. For instance, here, like we'll say like we ace a test. We're like, oh yeah, I ace that shit because I'm fucking smart and I fucking know that shit. Over there, they ace a test. They're like, oh well, the test must have been really easy, or I studied really hard and my family helped me. That's the difference in thinking, and that you'll see that in the language too. You'll see that in the way like phrases, like like we have phrases like over the hill or whatever. And I don't know enough Korean to tell you like Korean phrases they have, but any language is gonna have phrases like that. So there's gonna be differences there. I'm fully expecting that. Like if you're really into gaming, this age is actually good because you have the full experience of the dawn of gaming. I have the full experience of the dawn of gaming. Like I've seen everything from like old school fucking Atari 2600 games. I've played them, and I grew up with a Nintendo, being wowed by Super Nintendo when it came out, like losing my shit when Sega Genesis came out with 16-bit graphics. I saw Final Fantasy VII when that was like cutting edge, and then saw Final Fantasy VIII a year later top that shit. It's like I got to see all this like firsthand, and I got to play all these games that I think it makes me appreciate games now more, and it also makes me one of those like old, like, oh well, when I was little, like people were like talking about like, oh, this game is so hard. I'm like, man, Zelda 2 for the original Nintendo, you got a booklet with it. It gave you half a map. There was no walkthrough. You had to figure that shit out, and you had 3 lives to do it with. Like, I played a lot of games. I've literally played probably, I would say maybe thousands of games. Maybe. Just because, like, if you count ROMs and, like, hacked version of ROMs, like, I've played... Now, I haven't beaten that many games, but I've played them. Like, I used to download, like, emulator packs, like 250 games in a pack, and, like, just play through all of the games. You know, I didn't beat them all, but the ones that I liked. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. Thanks for chilling with me on Halloween, even though you could have been out partying or trick-or-treating yourself, or throwing candy at kids, or egging houses, or whatever you choose to do on Halloween usually, besides hang out on Twitch. So, appreciate it. And I will see you guys later.